Good morning and welcome to AGORACOM Small Cap Stock News. It's Monday, April the 14th, 2014. I'm Alan Barry Labucan. I'm the Chief Market Commentator for AGORACOM. And every day I go through a bunch of press releases and try to find the best ones that stand out to me, talk about what it was in the news that stood out, and also give you some insights into what I see in their stock charts. Every day we try to keep the show to around a 10-minute time frame. I've got 6 companies to talk about today, so we'll get right to it. The first company that I wanted to talk about is Mountain View Energy. Mountain View Energy announced their year-end reserve growth. They had a significant 14.9 times to, they've increased their proven and probable reserves by 14.9 times to 11,466,000 barrels of oil equivalent. 88% of those are liquids. They increased the before-tax net present value by 10%, are discounted at 10%, and they increased it by 844% to 103 million. They also had details about the cost. They're finding those oil and developing those oil numbers at quite good prices. They have a bunch of details in the press release that will give you more insight into what they're doing. But I liked what I saw there. The market liked it as well. Stock's up 3 cents today, or 5.6%, to 57 cents on 41,000 shares traded hands. This one is a very volatile, sort of swinging on a daily basis. It can have quite a trading range every day. This one looks like it needs some audience building, but from a general sense, I'm seeing that they've kind of went through a long bottoming period and are now trying to come out of that period. They don't trade a lot. Again, I think they need some help on the audience building, but you know, anytime someone can increase their reserves and do that at a fairly inexpensive price, that's a good sign. Stock symbol on that one is MVW. Next up, we have True Gold Mining. True Gold Mining announced that they have moved forward with the construction of their Karma project, which is in Burkina Faso, West Africa. They have recent highlights are they've barrage construction 80% complete, ahead of schedule, detailed engineering 70% complete on schedule, early earthworks to start in the mid-second quarter. So they're moving ahead with the project in Burkina Faso. This is a gold project that they have. I've seen a lot of good drill results out of that project. I've talked about it on past shows. Just pulling up the stock chart here. It's flat today at 38 cents on 124,000 shares traded hands. Just going to pull up the chart now. And the chart, they've been kind of going sideways for the last couple of months. Hard to get a feeling as to whether I think that this one's going to break out to the upside or not. I'll have to do some more homework on that one. Stock symbol is TGM. They trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is Scorpio Gold. Scorpio Gold reported initial results from their 2014 expansion drilling at their Mineral Ridge project in Nevada. They had some good drill results in there, 11.62 grams per ton gold over 1.52 meters. They had a 13.82 gram per ton gold over 1.52 meters, 9.27 grams per ton gold over 13 meters. So some good drilling results in there. Just looking at the stock, it's up a penny today to 29.5 cents on 37,000 shares traded. Just looking at the stock chart, and it had a very big move from the November-December lows. Was trading around 14 cents, went all the way up to 41. Has given back some of those gains, but it seems to be at what was formerly a resistance level. They've now that now seems to be the support level. I find that very bullish. This is one I think I can see myself talking about on the Best of the Best and weekly stock pick show that we do later in the week. SGN is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. Next up is St. Andrews Goldfields. St. Andrews Goldfields announced that they produced 24,361 ounces of gold in the Q1, first quarter 2014, from their Holt, Holloway, and Hislop mines. Their production guidance is between 75,000 to 85,000 ounces, and it looks like they're off to a strong start in the first quarter of 2014, and they are the grades that they're hitting are in line with their reserve grades, so that's a good sign as well. Let's just pull up their stock. The stock's up a half a penny today to 36 cents on 123,000 shares traded hands. Pulling up the stock chart, and yeah, it was going sideways for January, February after a good run from the December lows. Kind of gave back a little bit of the gains and is now recovering on the positive side, but it's doing it on quite low volume. So that's a hard one to call right now. SAS is their stock symbol. They trade on the Toronto Exchange. Next up is Fortuna Silver. Fortuna Silver announced record production of 1.5 million ounces of silver and 8,150 ounces of gold for the first quarter of 2014. The production comes from their two operating mines. One is the San Jose mine in Mexico. The other is the Saloma mine in Peru. The company they're scheduled to produce 6 million ounces of silver and 32,000 ounces of gold in 2014. So they're looking right on schedule. They've increased their silver production by 55% year over year in Q1, and on their gold production they increased that by 81% year over year. So they're doing very well with their production. The stock is the market really liked what they saw. Stock's up 23 cents today, 5.5% gain to $4.40, and it's traded almost 2 million shares so far today. Stocks had a big move from the December lows, trading around 270, got all the way up to 530, gave back some of those gains, but now it looks like it's ready to start trending upwards again. I like what I see with Fortuna Silver. Depending on what it does between here and the end of the week, I think this one's a good chance I'll be talking about it on the Best of the Best and weekly stock pick show. And their stock symbol is FVI. They trade on Toronto. Next up is Fission Uranium. Fission Uranium had another blockbuster hole, 3.5 meters of 8.48% uranium from their Patterson Lake South project in Saskatchewan. They continue to keep on coming up with great results. They had more good results in the drilling as well. Just 2 meters of 13%, a meter of 11%, a meter of 3.28, 10 meters of 2.41% uranium. I mean, there's just lots of good drill holes in there. You can check that out on the on their website, on their press release. Looks really good. Surprisingly, the stock is down 2 cents today to $1.46 on 1.4 million shares traded hands. I'm looking at the stock right now, and it's been having a very good year, actually. You look back at this time last year, and they were trading at 52 cents. They ran up to $1.50, and then went sideways for a while, 4 or 5 months, and then broke out from there and traded all the way up to $1.72 or $1.73. Now it's given back some of those gains, but I like this stock a lot. I like what they're the results that they're getting. Keep confirming what I think about this project, and I recommend you take a look at it. I picked it on last week's Best of the Best in Weekly News, Weekly Stock Picks. I think I'll be talking about it again at this week's show. FCU is their stock symbol, and they trade on the Venture Exchange. So that's a wrap on the news for today. Before making any investment decisions, it's important for you to do your homework and speak with your financial advisors. Check out our shows Monday through Thursday on agoracom.com. Look for it on the top right-hand side. You can also find our shows on blog.agoracom.com and my website at alanberryreports.com. On that note, you have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.